Welcome. In this lesson, we are going to talk about two very often used logarithms. One's called the common log, and the other one's called the natural log. Now, what I want to emphasize, though, is every other logarithm. There's infinitely many logarithms with infinitely many bases. So, for instance, I've rewritten what you learned in the last lesson, that any number, base number b, that's positive, by the way, raised to some exponent, will equal another number n. I can rearrange the equation to get the exponent by itself by taking the logarithm of the base that I want, so some base b, to equal some number n will equal the exponent. So as an example, 3 raised to the fourth power equals 81. I can rewrite that as a logarithm as log base 3, because that's the base of my exponent. The number I want to get is 81 and equals some exponent. So 3 raised to what number will equal 81? Well, that number is 4. So this is the same expression, just one's written as an exponential form, one's written as a logarithmic form. Here's another one. 2/3 raised to the negative 10.838 ... exponent will equal 81. I can rearrange that as logarithm base 2/3, because that's the base that I want to use. I want it to equal some 81 or equal 81. What exponent does 2/3 need to have on it to equal 81? Well, that's negative 10.838. Okay, so there's infinitely many bases we can use. But there are two that we use often, so often, that mathematicians have decided to abbreviate them or make it a little easier to write them. That's the common log, log base 10. Now, think about this, log base 10. If I give you log base 10 of 1,000, hopefully take a pause and take a minute and see if you can figure out what that is. But that is, hopefully you paused and figured it out on your own, it's 3. Because 10 times itself 3 times will equal 1,000. Well, we use base 10 so often, we're going to drop the 10. So in other words, if I wanted to take the log base 10 of 1,000, I don't need to write the 10. I just write log of 1,000. So if you do not see a base, on your logarithm, see a base, then it's base 10. So without a visual base, it will always be base 10. This would equal 3. So again, log base, I don't care, 1,000,000. That was supposed to be a 0 there. Log base 1,000,000 is going to be 6, because it takes 10 6s multiplied together to get to be 1,000,000. I don't need to write the base. The other one that we use is a log base e. Now, e is a number. It's like pi in the sense of it's an irrational number. It starts out at 2.71828, and it keeps going. It's an irrational number, goes on forever, and it's just almost not quite 3, 2.7 something. Okay, so try to get familiar that e is a number. It's just a number. It's not a variable. E is a number. Well, we use e so often, what they'll do is they'll just write it as ln, which means the natural log. So if I took the let's do this one, ln of, I don't care, 10, ln base e of 10. Again, now I got to do that in my calculator because I have no clue what I would raise 2.71828 or that number e to get it to equal 10. So I grab my calculator, get it to turn sideways, and I'm going to take the log base e, or the natural log, which will always be ln. There we go, ln. And I'm going to do that to 10, ln of it's 2.3. 2.302 something, something, something. Okay, goes on and on forever. Well, if I want to take the ln of 10, I don't need to write the e. I can just put the ln of 10. So if you see just the ln, of, I don't care, 44, that means we are talking base E. Base E. So again, in my calculator, I just type in 44 and hit the LN button, and I find out I would have to raise that number E to 3.784 to get to be approximately 44. So if I took E and raised it to 3.784, I would approximately get 44. Again, because this number goes on forever. I'm rounding that decimal. Again, just remember, ln is base E. Log with no base number underneath it is base 10. If it's any other base 7, 5, 22, 16, 3.4, now remember, it's always got to be a positive number though, a positive base number above 0. It will always have to be written unless it's base 10 or base E. If you have questions or need some clarification, please ask during class.